Good morning, students. So now I'm going to discuss the chapter Disease and Hygiene. So first, before discussing disease and hygiene, I'll discuss about the health. And you know, it is well said and it is well proved also that health is wealth. Clear? So how we can define health? Health is defined as a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being and not merely an absence of disease or infirmity. Clear? Then it is well said also that a sound mind in a sound body. So if the body is healthy, then only your mind can be healthy. You can think, you can give the reason, clear, and you can do the work. So with the healthy mind, with the healthy body, you can complete, you can do your work. So now the question comes that what are the features a healthy person should have? So a healthy human being has generally the following features. What are the features? A clear skin, bright clear eyes, a body neither too fat nor too thin, fresh breath, good appetite, sound sleep, regular activity of bladder and bowels, and coordinated body movements. So if these features are there, means a person is a healthy person. But if these features are not there, means person is not healthy person. Person is suffering from some disease. So let's discuss what is disease. Disease is a departure from normal health through structural or functional disorders of the body. There are two categories of diseases. First is non-communicable or non-infectious disease, and second one is communicable or infectious disease. So first we will discuss about the non-communicable or non-infectious diseases. Such diseases are not caused by any germ. Therefore, these diseases cannot spread from one person to another person. And they cannot spread from one person to another person means what? They are non-transmissible. These are caused due to improper functioning of the body organs. Examples: diabetes, heart disease, etc. Okay. So next is communicable or infectious diseases. These diseases are caused by the germs which are called pathogens. When pathogens reach a healthy person through certain agencies like insect bite, contaminated water, then person is infected by the disease. And what are the examples of communicable disease? Cholera, viral fever, chicken pox, malaria. They are what? They are communicable. Means they can be transferred from one person to another person, and the germs which are responsible for the transmission of these diseases, those germs are called as what? Pathogens. Okay. Now, types of non-communicable or non-infectious diseases. There are different types of non-communicable or non-infectious diseases. So, some given here. First one is metabolic. Diabetes mellitus and goiter. Diabetes mellitus and goiter, this disease, the main cause of this disease is what? Metabolic disorders, metabolic problems. Clear? Then the genetic, hemophilia and thalassemia. Hemophilia and thalassemia, they are what? Genetic disease. Means they transfer from parent to the children. Okay, but they are not non-communicable. Clear? Means they are not communicable. They are non-communicable. Okay, means if one person is suffering from diabetes, then it doesn't mean that the next person who is sitting, the diabetic patient, will also suffer from diabetes. Next is allergies. Allergies means what? Which are the diseases? Hay fever and asthma. Next is dietary deficiency. Beriberi, scurvy, goiter. Means diet is responsible for these diseases. Clear? Pathogens are not responsible. Then the breast cancer, leukemia. This is a cancer disease. Means this is also, in this also pathogens are not responsible. Then the degenerative or aging. Clear? Like the main cause of this disease is what? Age problem. So arthritis and cataract. Then the physical and chemical causes like injury, heat, cold, radiation, poisoning. Then the next one is mental illness. depression, then schizophrenia. So these diseases are what? These diseases are non-infectious diseases. Means bacteria or any kind of pathogens are not responsible for this. So now next is the dietary deficiency disease. First we will discuss about the dietary deficiency disease. A diet lacking in nutrients like proteins, then what? Proteins, what is the purpose of protein? Yes, protein is required for the growth and repair of the body and results in degeneration of the muscles and loss in the body weight. So if proteins not present in the nutrients, then what happen? It results in the degeneration of muscles and loss in body weight. And some examples of protein deficiency diseases are what? Kwashiorkor and marasmus. Next one is vitamin deficiency diseases. Vitamins in small amounts are required in the body and lack of any vitamin in sufficient quantity causes what? Disease. Then the third one is mineral deficiency disease. Human body also requires different mineral salts. If the body does not have sufficient quantity of any mineral, it can lead to a what? Disease. Okay. So here this table is given. This table is very clear about this table is about what? Some common vitamin deficiency diseases. So vitamin A deficiency disease is what? Means which are the diseases caused by the deficiency of vitamin A? Night blindness and drying of cornea. And what are the sources of vitamin A? Carrot, yellow, fruits, vegetable, butter, fish, milk. And what is the chemical name of vitamin A? Retinol. Next one is vitamin B1. The chemical name of vitamin B1 is thiamine. And the deficiency disease means the disease which is caused by the deficiency of vitamin B1 is beriberi. And the sources of vitamin is what? Whole grain, eggs, nuts, legumes, yeast. Means when a person will eat these things, then person will not suffer from beriberi. The next is vitamin B3 and the chemical name of vitamin B3 is niacin. And the deficiency disease is what? Pellagra and dermatitis. Dermatitis is what? Skin inflammation. And what are the sources of this vitamin B3? Meat, liver, milk, eggs. Next is vitamin C. Another name of vitamin C is ascorbic acid. And the deficiency disease is what? Scurvy. In scurvy what happened? Bleeding gums. And what are the sources of the vitamin C? Citrus fruits, tomatoes, germinating seeds. Next is vitamin D. Chemical name of vitamin D is calciferol, and the diseases which is caused by the deficiency of vitamin D is ricket and bone turns what? Soft. In rickets, bow-shaped limbs in childhood. Clear? And what are the sources of vitamin D? Egg yolk, fish liver oil, sunlight, milk and butter. Okay. Now, next is some common mineral deficiency diseases. So, first is calcium. So, what are the diseases that occurs due to deficiency of calcium? Yes, weak and brittle bones and teeth. Means bones and teeth become very weak and brittle. And what are the sources of calcium? Milk, egg, green vegetables. Next is sodium and potassium. So, what is the deficiency disease of sodium and potassium? Dehydration, external weakness and pain in muscle contraction. And the sources is fruits, seafood and table salt. Next mineral is iron, and deficiency disease because of iron is what? Anemia. And what are the sources of iron? Green leafy vegetables, bananas, cereals, egg, yolk. Then the next is iodine mineral, and deficiency disease is goiter. Means if the person will not take sufficient amount of iodine, then person can suffer from goiter. And what are the sources of iodine? Seafood and table salt. Okay. Now, next we will discuss about the allergy. Allergy is, what is allergy? Allergy is an unpredictable reaction of body to a particular substance called what? Allergens. So like you must have heard somebody is allergic to the dust particles. When they go in, means when they are going and dust is there, then the red patches start forming on the skin. So means what? That person is allergic to the dust particle, and dust particle called as what? Allergen. Okay. So different people are allergic to different substances. A few common allergens are dust, spores, pollens, certain clothes, particular medicines, cosmetics. The common areas of the body parts which are affected by allergies are what? Skin, respiratory and digestive tract, asthma, eczema, diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, they all are what? Common allergic reactions. Next is disease caused due to physical and chemical agents. Sunburn and heat stroke are examples of what? Some disease caused by physical agents. Chemical agents which causes disease are lead, mercury, potassium, cyanide, snake bite, poisoning from plants. They are what? They are the chemical agents. Okay. Now, next is spread of communicable disease. So, communicable or infectious diseases are those diseases which spread from one person to another by the entry of microorganisms, and these microorganisms are called as what? Pathogens. Okay. These diseases are caused due to microorganisms like viruses, bacteria, fungi and protozoa, and the disease causing germs are called pathogens. They enter our body through air, water, food, contact and from insects like mosquitoes and flies. Spread of communicable diseases. Some of the common ways by which the pathogens or disease causing germs are transmitted, and they include what? What are the common way to spread of the communicable diseases? The first is direct contact with an infected person. Clear? Nowadays this corona is also very common, and this is what? This is also the communicable disease. Clear? So that is why what is the reason of this communicable disease? Direct contact with the infected person. Clear? Touching and sharing items like towels, handkerchiefs, combs, sneezing and coughing, and that is why it is advised always wash your hand, always use sanitizer, always use mask to cover your nose or entry point like mouth. Okay, so you can relate this topic with that, and then the concept will become what? Very clear. So, what are the ways? First, direct contact with an infected person. Second, touching and sharing items like towels, handkerchiefs, combs, utensils of an infected person. Third, consuming contaminated food or water. Fourth, sneezing and coughing by people infected with common cold, TB, etc. And the droplet coming out transmit germs into the air. Houseflies, mosquitoes and rodents also carry disease causing germs. Rodents means rat. Clear? Now, housefly carry germs from garbage and sewage and deposit them on food. A person will get the disease if he eats such contaminated food. So that is why we should not eat uncovered food, because in uncovered food what? Houseflies can carry germs from the garbage, and they can deposit those germs on that uncovered food. So we should not eat uncovered food. For this video, till here only. Next video, I'll discuss the next topic of this chapter. Thank you very much.